Good morning, children. Today we can start how to make a cover page on the GIMP software. Okay, so you want to revise the last portions of your second chapter, The Wonderland of Pictures. After that, you want to go through this video. Okay, so activity 2.8, let us prepare a cover page like this. For that, we are having a software in our computer. What is the name of that software? Yes, GIMP software. So first of all, open the GIMP software. How can we open GIMP software? Yes, applications, graphics, GNU image manipulation program, GIMP. Okay, open that. Here is the GNU image manipulation program software. So now this window is blank. We want to add the toolbox. How can we add the toolbox? Click on Windows, then select New Toolbox. Okay, then keep it in a side. And the next step is to make a cover page is that you want to include a canvas into this page. Okay, look at in your textbook. Here it is given that click on the new button in the file menu. Okay, then you will get a new window. So you want to select a template. Okay, so default format is A4. Okay, default is A4 size. Then click on the OK button. Okay, here select File, then New. So you want to remember that first of all add a new canvas to our window. For that select File, New. Now a new window is opened for create a new image. Okay, here you can see template option. From this you can select any of the template. Okay, any of the template. Now I am selecting A4. Okay, so this is the width and height of an A4 template. If you want to add or remove any size means you can adjust it here. Okay, now I had select A4, then click on OK button. See, a new canvas is appeared in our GIMP window. Okay, now you have got a new canvas. It's time to give background color to it. So you have seen a background color in your cover page. Okay, so how can we add the background colors to a canvas? Yes, with the help of foreground and background colors tool. This is the foreground and background color tool. You can see two rectangles. One is black and other is white. This is the foreground and background colors tool. Okay, and with the help of blend tool you can draw the colors or you can add the colors to the canvas. Let us see how it works. This is the foreground and background colors tool. Here you can see black and white. Here you can see an arrow like this. So now I am just clicking on that arrow. You want to observe what is happening there. What happens? Yes, the colors are swapped. Here at the first time you saw the black color, but now I pressed in the arrow, you can see the white color. The colors were exchanged, isn't it? So we can use this arrow to exchange the colors like this. Okay, now select the foreground color. Now the foreground color palette is opened. From this you can select any of the color. Okay, now I have selected this color, then click on OK button. Now I want to select the background color. You can select any color. Click on OK button. So now I have selected the foreground and background colors. This is the foreground, this is the background. Okay, now you want to select the blend tool. This is the blend tool. What is the use of blend tool? Yes, it is helpful to combine two colors. Let us see how it combines. Now I select blend tool and just drag from top portion to the bottom portion. See, it is the combination of two colors. Okay, here you can see one color, here other color, but it combines together. Now I am just drawing like this, means it will comes like this. Okay, so that is the use of foreground and background colors, also the blend tool. Okay, did you understood that? Yes. Now you have got the background colored. Now click on different points in the canvas and drag. What changes can you see? You can see the background colored in the different ways that we have done already. Now I am just dragging like this. See the changes. Okay, did you got the idea of blend tool? Okay, this is very easy for you. Okay, now this is the combination of two colors. If you want only one color, means here you can see the bucket tool. This is the bucket fill tool. Select bucket fill tool and select any color like this. Then just double click in the window and you can give the colors. Okay, like this. But I am just give preference to the using of blend tool. Okay, this bucket fill tool is used to give a single color. You want to just remember the concept. Bucket fill color tool is used to give a single color, and the blend tool is used to give the color gradient, to mixing up of two colors. Okay, understood? In the next step, we are going to know a person, that is Spencer Kimball and Peter Mattis. Okay, GIMP was created by Peter Mattis and Spencer Kimball, the American programmer. As a part of their research, they were students of the University of California. Okay, so there were two students. Their name was Peter Mattis and Spencer Kimball. They were created the GIMP software as part of their research project. Okay, at that time they were the students of California University. Okay, so you want to study the name Spencer Kimball and Peter Mattis. Next, add a text. Okay, you want to add the text. Which text? You can just go through the project report. Yes, you can add the text like this, project report, and the name here. Okay, for adding the text, you can use of the text tool. This is the text tool. Okay, so text tool can be used. Then you can see tool options window. In that window you can give many of the options for making our text more attractive. Okay, and here is the move tool, this plus button. Okay, this is the move tool. We can make use of the move tool to change the position of our text. Okay, and before we are doing anything in the GIMP software, we want to make new layers. Okay, so how can we make layers? Click on Windows. See dear children, this is not in your textbook. You want to note down to your backside of the IT notebook. Okay, click on Windows. Click on Dockable Dialogs. Then select Layers. Okay, now a layer palette is opened. So how can we open layer palette? Yes, click on Windows, Dockable Dialogs, layers. Okay, this is the layer palette. You can see a layer which name is background. This is the layer. Now we want to include the text. Which text? A project report. So we are going to include a text in the new layer. See here you can see a plus button. By clicking that you can see another window to create a new layer. Just type here text or any name. Okay, click on the OK button. See, a new layer has formed in the name text. By selecting this text, you can select the text tool. By double clicking this text tool, you can see tool options window. Tool options window. In this window, you can change the font style. Any font. Okay. Then you can increase the font size. You can change the color. You can justify it into center, right or left. Okay. Now I am selecting center. Then you can type here a project report. Okay, now you have typed the text, a project report. After that, select the move tool. This is the move tool. You can move this. See, now I am moving this. You can see that background is moving, not the text. Okay, so can you identify the tool move? Here you can see a hand figure. See, the move tool is changing when I am making the mouse pointer just above the text tool and just above the background. See. Okay, so you want to concentrate on the move tool and you want to change it. Okay, now it is selected in the text. Now you can change the text. Okay. Yes. Okay. And this is scale tool. Okay, scale tool. Just select scale tool. Then click on the text. Now you can click and drag this. See. Then click on the scale button. Now it has changed. Okay. Now here you can see a dotted rectangle around the text. For removing that, you can just click on the anchor button. Okay, this is the anchor the floating layer, anchor tool. Okay. Then next we want to type the name. So add a new layer and give the name as name. Okay. OK button. Select the text tool. Change the font style, font size. Then now I am just justifying this to right side. Okay. And typing here the name Athira C. Okay. In the same way you can use the move tool and you can move it. Then you can use the scale tool and you can resize it. Click on the scale button. Okay. So did you understood the use of text tool, move tool and the different types of move tool? Okay. In the next step you are going to draw a picture. Okay. So for drawing the picture we can use the paint brush tool. Dear children, you want to keep in mind with the tools we are using. Okay. Paint brush tool is used to draw the picture in the cover page. Text tool is used to type the text. Then move tool is used to move the or change the position of the text or background or any object. Okay. Then foreground and background colors is used to give the colors. Then scale tool is used to resize the object. Okay. So you want to draw a tree in the cover page. For that you can use paint brush tool. Then here you want to change the color into black color for drawing. Okay. Then draw a tree here. Before that you want to add a new layer giving the name tree. In that layer you can draw the tree. If the space is not enough means you can move this project file or project report to below position. Okay. Okay. Select the paint brush tool. Change the color to black color. Here you can adjust the size of your brush, of your paint brush. Okay. Here is the opacity. What is mean by opacity? Yes, the depth of the color. If you are reducing the opacity means it will be transparent. Okay. If you are increasing opacity, you can see the thickness of the shapes. Okay. Now I am just drawing a tree. In the background we want to draw. So select the background and draw. Okay. Now you want to give the colors. For that, select the colors. Click the OK button. Then bucket fill tool. Then click here. Then change the color to brown. Click OK button. Then double click here. Okay. Now you have finished drawing the tree. Okay. In the next step you want to draw two lines. Okay. To draw lines using the brush tool. Okay. Now I am just going to draw two lines here. Select the brush tool. Now I am just drawing, but you can see that it now come in the straight line. It is not in a straight line. So for making it in the straight line, you can use the shift key in your keyboard. Okay. Just click here, then hold the shift key, then you can draw the line like this. Okay. Then you can change the color. Then one more line can be drawn. Just click here, hold the shift key, then drag, then remove your hands from the keyboard. Okay. So two lines can be drawn like this. Okay. Then activity 2.9, let us make the heading more attractive. Okay, how can we make the heading more attractive? Yes, by the use of logos. This is the logos. So to open logos, click on file, select create, then go to logos option. Okay, here you can see so many options. From this you could select any one. Okay, in the space provided for typing text, you want to type soil and human intervention. Intervention. Then click on OK button. Now you can see another GIMP software window is opened. From this you can go to edit, then copy, then you can paste it here in a new layer. Okay, for logos. Edit, paste. Okay, now it is pasted here, but you can see only the white color. What happens there? See, here you can see the layer palette for this window. Okay, and you can see eye icon like this. See, so you want to tick all the eye icons. Then you want to edit copy visible. Okay, copy visible, and remove this. Edit, paste. See, after giving the copy visible option only, you can see the logos. Okay, so copy visible option must be used to copy from another GIMP window to our window. Okay, then scale it. And you can move it to the upper portion. Okay, just remove this. Okay, here also you can see the eye icon. See, this is the eye icon. If you don't want to see the tree, means just click on the eye icon on that tree. Okay, then if you don't want to see the name, then just click on the eye icon. See, okay. If you don't want to see a project report, means you can click on the. Okay. Next activity is that you want to take the screenshot. Okay, let us prepare a screenshot. So you can make use of the print screen button on your keyboard. Also you can press the Alt plus print screen together. Okay, what happens if we are pressing that? Now I am pressing just the print screen key only. Okay. Now we can go for places, home, pictures. See, the screenshot here in the home pictures. Now I am just opening that. You can see the entire screen has taken the screenshot. Okay, see, the entire screen is included in taking the screenshot. Now I am taking the screenshot of this page. Okay, by clicking on Alt plus print screen. Okay, then go for pictures. You can see this. What happens? Yes, the screenshot of this page only displayed. Okay, Alt plus print screen. Now there are another way to take the screenshot. open the GIMP and select screenshot from create in file menu. Okay, open our page, then click on file, create, then screenshot. A window is opened here. You can see three options. First one is take a screenshot of the single window, include the window decoration. And second one is that take a screenshot of the entire screen. If you want to include the mouse pointer, this is the mouse pointer, then select this. Then the third one is select a region to grab. Okay, so if you are selecting the third option means you can select any one portion only. You can select the specific portion to take the screenshot. Now I am just selecting that. Select a region to grab, then click on the snap button. Now I want this portion only, means select like this. See, that portion only displayed. Now you can save it into your folder. Save as a, give the name, then go to Students Work 8, then click on Save button. Okay, now it is saved in the Students Work 8th folder. See, this is the activity screenshot.xcf file. Okay, so I hope you understood this topic. If you are having any doubts in this, you can contact me. Here is a small box for you, photo editing mobile phones. You are already doing that. Okay, you can resize a photo, you can crop, you can add the text. There are lot of photo editing softwares available in your Play Store, Android Play Store. So you can make use of that and practice to edit the photos. Okay, so now we have wind up today's session. We have completed chapter 2. You have to write one word question and answers, and your assignment is that you should write any 10 image editing application softwares that can be used in your mobile phones. Okay, 10 photo editing softwares for smartphones. Okay, thank you.